The Food and Drug Administration created a new class of hearing aids that do not require a medical exam, a prescription, or other specialty evaluations. The devices are intended for adults with mild to moderate hearing problems. The rule takes effect in 60 days, which means hearing aids could potentially be bought over the counter by mid-October. So what does it mean? Well, joining us to talk about this is Laura Jones, audiologist at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. Hi, Laura. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
So what's the big picture here, and what was it that necessitated the change?
Sure. Right now, there are a lot of barriers to access to hearing aids, biggest ones being cost for many people. Hearing loss is so prevalent, over 30 million adults in the U.S., most people over 70, but only about 20% of hearing aid candidates have hearing aids. So there's been a long push for a while to figure out which of those barriers we can start to take down.
And, you know, it's an interesting concept, right? Because you want to make sure that these are available to everybody who has some type of hearing impairment. At the same time, for the medical community, you would think that you would love, ideally, to be able to examine all these people first, which is the way that it always was, right? So how do you find that balance between making sure that those who are in need get the help they get, but at the same time, those who have the severe needs still get to a doctor?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think there are a lot of unknowns right now. Definitely at MedStar, Georgetown University Hospital, we're following everything closely to figure out what's going to be the best route for our patients. I think that gold standard of medical evaluation and treatment for many by a medical practitioner and audiologist is going to be the gold standard. But for a lot of people, they walk into a clinic, they have an evaluation, they get all set up for hearing aids, and then they quickly find out that Medicare and most private insurances don't pay for hearing aids, and their care stops there. So I think there's another route for a lot of people. We would still recommend that as a starting point, that medical evaluation be completed for everybody who can. But I think this leads to more options for a lot of people.
Sure, and for those who might be eligible to take advantage of these options, what level of hearing loss are we talking about here that could be helped by something over the counter?
Absolutely. So the FDA rule states it's for adults with perceived mild to moderate hearing loss. So these are not individuals who can't hear loud sounds. These are people who are mostly having difficulty with clarity. They're noticing more difficulty in group settings. But certainly if someone perceives a difference between their two ears, they have tinnitus, ringing in their ears, or dizziness, those are people where this over-the-counter route is probably not appropriate, and they should start seeing a medical practitioner.
So all in all, from your expertise as a medical expert here, this is a good thing overall, whether they're, you know, eventually coming to see someone like you or not, just to get the help and have the options?
I think it's really exciting. I think the most important thing is we need to get more access. There are so many people who need it. And I think many at the FDA in their analysis has shown that this will hopefully drive innovation by introducing more competition to the market. That being said, I think proceeding carefully is going to be our goal. So making sure that everybody gets the medical evaluation they need. And then we're all going to have to keep our eyes and ears open to figure out what's the best route now that we have this new option.
Yeah, absolutely. The option's now there and expanding, which is a good thing, hopefully. At least according to Laura. Laura Jones, audiologist at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. Thanks for being up early with us this morning.
My pleasure.
All right. Have a great day. It's